because the first two ones I was just preparing food, etc., talking to people. And this one I wanted to talk about the book because I can at least post it on my profile. The other ones, like, I didn't want to make them together, okay? So if you have a minute, stay here. I want to talk about this 30 authentic Lebanese dialogues and conjugation essentials from Lebanon with love. Okay, what can I say about this book? First of all, I feel speechless sometimes to talk about it, and I am 100% from all my heart being authentic and genuine, like the book, okay? I actually consider it a course, not a book, because it comes with 30 hours of recorded content. Have you ever seen a book that comes with 30 hours of recorded content? It took me 4 years and a half. I started during COVID to write this, and it took me 4 years and a half by the time I recorded it. And the way it's recorded is just insane. Like, really, really. Like, I record it slowly with my voice, I explain it, etc., and then say it faster for you to practice. And also it's recorded with the voices of other people, so you get to experience it not only with my voice, okay? So let me quickly explain a few things about it, and if you have questions, of course, you can ask me. So first of all, from the title you can guess it has 30 dialogues. It starts with some essential lessons before you start the book that I recommend you watch because they will help you with your pronunciation. So for those to happen, you have QR codes that will take you to video lessons, okay? Once you finish those lessons, you feel like more confident about how we pronounce some letters, then you can begin doing your chapters. And how are the chapters presented? First of all, every chapter has a long list of vocabulary. They're written with the Arabic script, as you can see here, with the Roman alphabet pronunciation and the translation into English. I'm usually not an advocate of the Roman alphabet in my courses. I'm a very strong advocate of learning to read and write Arabic, because if in the future you will need courses, books, resources, all of these are written with the Arabic script. For this book, I wanted it to be available to everyone. I also wrote it in the Roman alphabet. And of course, it's all recorded with my voice. In such an amazing way. For example, let's say I'm recording this, okay? It's in reverse here on Instagram. Thank you that you love my content. Here, for example, let's pretend I am just recording one of these vocabulary lists, okay? So I'm going to open one vocab list and I'll pretend you're listening to the book and you're doing it with me now, okay? So for example, here we have Ju'an, hungry. Ju'an. I repeat it 2 times. Ju'ane in the feminine form. Ju'ane. Ju'anin in the plural form. Ju'anin. So, Ju'an, Ju'ane, Ju'anin. Tirwi'a, breakfast. Tirwi'a. Tirwi'a. So this is how it's all recorded with my voice, the vocabulary. And so that we don't just end up memorizing a list of vocab on its own, we use it in context. And the context is here. Thank you for seeing me that way. And the context here is the actual dialogue, which is also written with the Arabic script and in English. When I write it without the Roman alphabet, you see it has all the diacritics. Fatha, Damma, Kasra, all of them are there, so that you can practice reading and translate it into English. Then, under it, I write it without the Fatha, Damma, Kasra, etc. So you don't get used to seeing them, because in real life, if you're reading a book magazine, nobody's going to put you Fatha, Damma, Kasra. So don't get attached to them. But to make it up, of course, I use my voice so that you can see the text without getting attached to the Fatha, Damma, Kasra. And here also I put the transliteration with the Roman alphabet for those of you who can't read and write Arabic. So how do I explain the dialogue? There are 2 tracks for each dialogue. The first track is when we're reading it slowly and we're explaining it. Say, for example, I am saying the word بعدني شوي نعسان. Okay? So I say the sentence. بعدني شوي. So this is how the recording will be, and this is how you will hear it. I say the sentence. بعدني شوي نعسان. I'm still tired. بعدني. I'm still. بعدني. شوي. A little bit. شوي. نعسان with a عين. نعسان. It means sleepy in the masculine form. But if you want to say it in the feminine form, we say نعسان. نعسان. So, بعدني شوي نعسان. So I explain every single sentence like that, and you will be repeating after me like a parrot. Thank you so much, 11 mom. And for Arabic-Lebanese, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So, when I'm explaining this, you are saying out loud, you're understanding the explanation. Then in the second track, what do? I just say the sentences, pause, so you repeat after me like you're doing parrot work. So for example, yalla, you can try with me here. صباح الخير ماما. صباح النور حبيبي. Or صح النوم حبيبي. كيف كانت نومتك? And you repeat after me. So you see, we started with the vocab that has all the words, then the dialogue fully explained, then the dialogue for you to practice, and then I say it faster. I read it faster with my voice, like natural speech. So you know how we speak in Lebanon, because we don't speak like slowly all the time. We say, صباح النور حبيبي, كيف كانت نومتك? So you have to really hear it with the natural speed. And also other people, I chose a few other people so that they also record it with their voice, so that you get to hear authentic pronunciation. Now, we also use verbs in the dialogue. Also, of course, possessive endings, etc., participles. All the verbs are conjugated. Every single verb you use in the dialogue is conjugated, and even the conjugation is presented here with all the tables of conjugation with multiple colors highlighted, talking about every single way we pronounce it, and why do we pronounce it this way, and why do we conjugate it in this way, and why in Lebanese Arabic sometimes we drop some sounds when we are conjugating. And of course, everything is recorded with my voice. Let's pretend, for example, we are conjugating verb to go, and you are actually hearing my voice in the audio. I would start going like this. Say with me out loud. أنا بروح. I go. أنا بروح. أنت بتروح. You, masculine, go. أنت بتروح. أنت بتروحي. You, feminine, go. أنت بتروحي. هو بيروح. He goes. هو بيروح. And then I conjugate it fully and I explain it. The second time round, we say it without the explanation, faster. So you say with me out loud. أنا بروح. أنت بتروح. أنت بتروحي. هو بيروح. هي بتروح. نحنا منروح. انتو بتروحوا. هن بيروحوا. So like that, you slowly build up to the faster version of the conversation. As we progress in the book, you not only conjugate verbs, you're actually conjugating verbs into sentences, so you learn conjugation in context. You're just not memorizing lists of verbs, you're using it in a sentence. For example, okay? Look how complex it can get. From very, very simple, it starts very simple, and then look how complex. I spent all my day there. So we actually conjugate this sentence fully from the beginning till the end. Let me say how I will be doing it in the book. أنا قضيت كل نهاري هونيك. I spent all my day there. أنت قضيت كل نهارك هونيك. You spent all your day there, masculine. أنت قضيت كل نهارك هونيك. And I conjugate it like that, the sentence in full. And then we repeat it without the explanation. Why do I do this? Because before reaching this phase, we conjugated possessive endings like nharin, nharak, nharik, my day, your day. And we conjugated lots of verbs in the past. Ana addayt, enta addayt, inta addayt. And now we put them together in a sentence. So this is how you will progress throughout the course. The topics that are inside are daily topics that we use in everyday situations. And the most fun thing is that at the end of the chapters you will find QR codes that will take you to important video lessons that would be useful in that lesson, related to that lesson. Honestly, يعني, I cannot tell you how amazing this is. I also wanted to mention one thing. What was I gonna say? What was it? 1 second. About the QR codes I spoke, the sentences conjugated, verbs. They're, as I said, written with the Arabic script and the Roman alphabet. One more thing I wanted to say, I forgot. What is it? If you have questions, you can ask me, by the way. Thank you. Ahmed Shawqi. He speaks Egyptian Arabic. Okay. Wait, let me see who has another question. Okay. I wanted to say something nice. Okay, let me just relook at it. Maybe I remember it. So basically the conjugations are written with like different colors, etc. The pronunciation, I spoke about it, the vocab, the QR codes that will lead you to video lessons, the sentences conjugated, the Roman alphabet, the diacritics. So basically, it's a 30-hour course. Like, have you ever even come across a book that has 30 hours? It's really genuinely, يعني, I wish I could explain, يعني, you know, it's easy for me to come say, oh, it's the best book, it's the best book, but it genuinely is the best book out there if you really want to speak, because يعني, the amount of attention that is in there is, I think, unmatched when it comes to maybe not Lebanese Arabic, but any other book I've ever come across in a language, in language books. Like, so much patience in it. يعني, I wish you knew what's in it so that you understand. And the feedback that I'm getting from people is really just what I'm trying to say. Like it's a shock, it's a surprise when they are hearing the content of the book, you know. The best thing is that you can use it as a printed copy, follow it, etc. But also when you're in the car, you can put it in your ear. When you're doing sports, when you're cooking, etc., put it, listen passively. And I would recommend, the more you study, the more you say with me out loud, like a parrot, non-stop. When I was trying to learn Italian, I was listening, reading sentences, saying out loud, and writing. So I'm combining 4 senses. So if you do this, I promise, your language will improve so very much. I always say to my students, please sit down and write passages that you're reading. Why? Because your brain is analyzing. Maybe you're writing, you're saying out loud, you're memorizing the word. It's becoming part of your physiology, you know. So I genuinely, please, I beg you to always read out loud, record your voice, listen to it on your own, you know, write everything. Because like that, you will internalize it much better. Okay? Thank you so much. It genuinely is. يعني, the way I recorded this, the things I went through to record this even, يعني, I was living in a very small flat. It was literally, my flat was 2 meters by 1.75 meters. That was it. It was not a flat, it was like the size of a toilet. And it was on the main road. So noisy, so many sirens, so many cars. It was impossible to record. So I used to go lock myself in the toilet to be able to record this. Yeah, honestly, it was too hard sometimes. But I'm so grateful I finished it. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. شكرا كتير. Thank you, Arze. Is it Arze? Give me your names when you are talking to me. Yeah, so that's why I'm so happy it finished. It was such a relief. Yes, there was love in it and excitement, because like I can be like an OCD, you know, I want everything to be like perfectly recorded, perfectly said and all. But also it was giving me so much anger sometimes. Like I would just stop and just shout and swear words sometimes, because you have to repeat and repeat and repeat. Hi Mario. So yeah, it was good, but I'm happy it's finished and I hope everyone will benefit from it. Okay guys, yalla. Thank you so much for staying here that long. And I will come back live. Thank you so much, 11 Mo. If your name is Mo, thank you, thank you. And I'm sending lots of love to everyone. And thank you for staying with me live, even if we're just 5 people. But I genuinely hope this book goes in the hands of the people who need it, because they will be very happy. Okay, bye guys. Good night. Thank you so much.